Chat, I recently watched a video about Ryan Higa. Do you guys know who Ryan Higa is? Higa? Ryan Higa is like my hero. And like I remember when I met him IRL and like got to take a photo with him and shake his hand and shit, like a piece of me just felt whole. Like I watched his videos when I was like a literal child. And like I thought his videos were funny and creative and interesting and stuff, right? But he obviously hasn't uploaded in a very long time. He's been streaming on Twitch a lot, which that has been cool to watch. You know what I'm saying? That's been cool to see. Seeing him like, you know, be in a happy place is dope. He seems like he's enjoying himself. But like his story of like what happened on YouTube specifically, like I was always like wondering what the fuck happened, right? And so since then, people have made a couple of videos like basically hypothesizing what happened and compiling clips from like what he said, what Ryan has said from various different podcasts and shit. And that shit has like, that shit is devastating, bro. Like it all, like the basic summary that I can give is that the incentives for the plot, like the things that the platform wanted to promote were against what Ryan wanted to create. Like in the beginning when YouTube was still like, when YouTube was more subscriber based, like you subscribe to a creator because you like their videos and like there was like real loyalty to their channel. And like usually if like they upload something, you watch it, right? And so like that enabled Ryan to basically create the videos that he wanted to make, since virality was basically built on word of mouth. Like he would spend all this effort creating this video that matched his vision, and then when other people liked it, they shared it with the people that, you know, they thought would like it too, and then that's how virality worked. But through the years of YouTube as a platform, they've updated their algorithm, obviously, and has really placed an emphasis on certain metrics, right? If you've delved into like YouTube, even just a tiny bit, you know what watch time is. You know what click-through rate is. You know what retention is, right? And it's true. Videos that have a higher retention, a higher percentage watched, who have a thumbnail and title that people click on, have a much higher chance of going viral. That makes sense. But if those are the only things that, or if those are the core things that you focus on in order for your video to perform well, right? To achieve virality, to meet these metrics, then it basically incentivizes, it's like a platform specific format that is now created, that in order for your video to be successful, you have to follow certain structures. Otherwise, your video is dead on arrival. That would already, that's already like a certain, you know, like L. In some ways, you could think of it more as like a, you know, a proper way to format a video, right? Kind of similar to how like if you're writing a short story, it starts with, you know, the hook. It starts with the buildup of characters. There's a climax and then a resolution, right? But in this YouTube format, it seems almost systematized. Whereas like when you're reading stories and stuff, like the author could have picked a different approach and it'd be fine, right? But when it comes to YouTube, when these things are baked into an algorithm, it's YouTube's choice. It's not the user's choice. You know what I'm saying? Or feels less like it's the user's choice. But then there's also, of course, the platform specific like censorship, which is like you can't say certain phrases, otherwise your video gets demonetized. You can't talk about certain topics, otherwise your video won't get shown at all. It will be blocked, you know? And because of that, it's resulted in this annoying culture of people having to censor specific words, which no creative person likes to be censored. Not a single one. I guarantee you that, right? In fact, for a lot of creative people, the moment you offer suggestions on how to modify their work, that's fucked. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You see it. Like instead of like people are using words like unalive or I don't even know. I'm going to destroy you in Minecraft or something like that, right? It's like it's resulted in projects of Ryan Higa basically get destroyed and obliterated, specifically because he wasn't following the algorithm. And then there were also things about like, you know, what was happening with his team and shit. And then eventually he just like lost like the passion for YouTube. And like when I listened to that part of the story, like holy fuck, dude. It's devastating. It sucks. But
I will find where you liate thee. And Rust feels bad, man.
Thank you, Eldrick. Joe Koi, thank you. I understand where Ryan's coming from as well, though, because there's obviously a meta to YouTube now. Like, if you watch any modern YouTube video that's over like 1 million views, chances are it starts with a super high action, very loud YouTube voice, subtitling, like sound effects, all this other shit, just because they're trying to optimize for the first 10 seconds. Because in the stats, the first 10 seconds are usually where you lose 40% of your viewers, right? If 40% of your viewers are clicking off, like you finally get them to click, right? You got the thumbnail and title so good. You use all these effects, whitening your teeth, whitening your pupils, increasing the contrast of your face, using interesting expressions that provoke emotions, high contrast with red and blue, or like different colors that make things pop out. You do all of these things. You finally get someone to click. And then all of that doesn't matter unless your intro is optimized, because guaranteed at least 40% will click off unless your intro is optimized. If you optimize it, maybe only 30% will click off within the first 10 seconds, etc., right? And it's like, fuck, dude. Fuck. Like, every single video is like this. And I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of annoying. That's kind of annoying. I'm hoping, like, I'm trusting my own instinct here. Obviously, I've done this before, right? I've done my own fair share of experimenting. I've seen that like a much more optimized intro does work. However, I'm also battling my own fair share of like decision making between what is best for the metrics and what I feel like is just a good video. And in my opinion, I just care about making good videos. I've always tried to prioritize myself as the main viewer. Like, I don't know if this is offensive, but I don't care if you watch my videos. As long as I'm happy with the video, that's all that matters. And then if anyone else watches it, fuck yeah, dude. My boy, it's like we're into the same hobby, right? I'm my own biggest fan. I don't know if that's weird, but like, I think my videos are funny as fuck, right? So like, that's dope. What makes it weird is now the dynamic of, because I'm full-time, there's a perspective or an argument that it's very selfish for me to only prioritize myself and my vision for videos, because if the video doesn't perform well, there are people that rely on the performance of these videos in order to get paid. You know what I'm saying? There are sponsors who are like, yo, we agreed to sponsoring this video because it will meet a certain amount of views. And if it doesn't, then there's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit. So it's like, yeah, like, I feel I just want to make the videos that I think are cool, right? Through the journey of doing that and being a full-time, like, creator, I've realized that, like, you know, there are scenarios where I don't have that sort of creative freedom. And oftentimes I wish that I could go back. Like, go back to the days of, like, just streaming on Twitch and, like, having fun. And turn around. What the fuck? Chat, we're having like a very serious discussion. What the? You can't do this, man. You can't do this. Come on, man. But you guys get what I'm trying to say, right? Like, there's like my creative vision, what I want to do, what I feel like is best, but like it's very selfish, right? Like, I only care about what I want to watch. I'm making the videos that I want to watch, and I'm hoping that if I enjoy a video, if I like the video, maybe there'll be other people who like it too. Because I've learned pretty quickly that I'm not original. Like, the things that I like are not unique. Chances are if I like something, other people are going to like it. That's just is what it is, you know? But that's also cool. That's fine. So, yeah. Ed, I'll be longing for the days of 2019-esque streams. We'll see. Creeper Light makes a return. Bro, the only thing that has stopped this thing from reappearing is an outlet. I just didn't plug it in.